Hi everyone, I'm so back with week 24 and this is the 11th of June into the 17th of June and we are on our Canada holiday for this week. This was the first week of 2 and yeah, we set off actually on the Sunday. So we flew on the Sunday from London Gatwick and we started our 2-week holiday. So we actually did 4 nights in Vancouver, so 3 full days, and then we spent the 9 or 10 days in the Rockies. So we flew over to Calgary and hired a car and went to Banff and Jasper and Canmore and places like that. So that's all to come, and obviously I will be doing a full travel album when I finally get round to it. But for this part of this project life, this is basically Vancouver. So we spent Sunday through till Thursday in Vancouver. We flew on Thursday to Calgary. So we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the city, and it was really, really nice. So I'm just going to use the back side of the red paper that I used on the previous layout because I thought that would match quite nicely, obviously because I'm going to be going down the theme of red for this week. And the collection I'm using is the O Canada, the second one from Photoplay, and I've been dying to use this collection since I ordered it. I didn't know when I ordered it that I was going to actually be going to Canada. Obviously I dreamed of going to Canada, but I didn't have any plans, so I was really, really excited to use this one up. So I got the cut pass and I got the sticker sheet. There is a fair few things on there that I don't really understand. I think there's a few things on there that are like inside jokes to Canadians, and it's a lot of sports and stuff that we didn't actually get to see, and there's all those places and stuff on there that we've not been to, but I will be able to use those hopefully one day on another trip. But I'm not too worried about this collection because I'll probably use some of these stickers in my actual travel album. So I'm not too fussed about the fact that I don't use up the sticker sheet. I do use up all the cut parts though, which is really exciting. I saved one cut part for the next week because I knew I was going to be one extra. So I saved one. But yeah, I do use them all up. So the first photo that's going to go on the right hand side is a picture of me just starting our little bike ride round Stanley Park in Vancouver. It was a really lovely day. We hired bikes and obviously we rode all the way around Stanley Park, which was really fun. So I'm going to use just part of the tag that was on that sticker sheet, and it's got nice little patterns on it, but it had in the middle it had Explore Canada, so I'm going to cut that out, use that as like some word stickers as such, and put that on the side. The washi tape that I'm using is this green, sort of dusty green one, that looks a bit like the colours of the leaves and stuff that I saw in Vancouver. They were like dark green, they weren't bright green. And then because obviously I want to write on here the places that we went and stuff, I'm going to use some of the brown paper that I have set aside for the places that I don't have red paper in the background. So you can see underneath the picture of I've got on there is this daisy effect one, which obviously won't go, so I'm going to use some brown paper behind that. I'm going to cut some of the brown paper out and use it as little labels, and I'm just going to use a black felt tip pen to go like form little outlines just because it makes it stand out a little bit more. And then on the sticker sheet they did have all these little leaves, these red leaves that I'm going to dot around the page as well, so I'm going to put that beside that. Then the middle section, so the large photo is going to go underneath the title card, is a picture of a whale's tail. So we did actually go whale watching, which was a last minute decision because someone in my office really wanted to do it, and I didn't even know you could do it in Vancouver. So I googled it and I found an excursion, and it was a bit expensive, but it was so worth it. I was really, really nervous for it because it wasn't the greatest of days. It did actually turn a little bit cloudy and a bit sort of stormy, so it was a bit rough on the water, but we were absolutely fine. And we got to see humpback whales, which was really exciting. I've never seen whales in the wild before, so that was really fun. So this picture was actually taken by the company. So what was really good about the company that we went with, they took photos for you and they sent them to you, which was really good because obviously you're just interested in trying to see whales, and for me, who wants to make sure I've got photos, I get really stressed out about making sure I've got enough photos of that thing that sometimes I can forget about actually seeing the thing that you're taking a photo of. So that was really good. We did get a few photos ourselves, but they took obviously much better photos with their bigger cameras than we did. So they did take this one. So again, I'm going to use a little piece of brown paper to put some little journaling bits on, and I'm going to use the British Columbia sticker for that one as well, because obviously this was British Columbia. And I'm going to use some of the hats that comes as like, I think it's supposed to be like a border, but I'm going to use that at the bottom for that one. And then the photo is going to go next to that in the next pocket is just a picture of, again, they took free photos of us as we boarded the ship. So if it's free, I'll definitely go for it. So it's just got the name of the company and the boat that we went on in the background on there. And I'm going to use the woolly hat cut apart for that one, because it was absolutely freezing on the boat. Like, they were not lying when they told you to wrap up warm even in the summer, because it was really, really cold. So luckily we bought coats and stuff. But yeah, we enjoyed it. It was fun. As I said, it was a bit rough on the seas, but no one got seasick, so that was good. So that is that one. And then the photo that's going to go at the bottom is a picture of me at Capilano Suspension Bridge. So we went here on our third day and it was amazing. So this huge bridge obviously connects two sides of land, and it's just extraordinary. It does wobble though, so obviously if you aren't very good with heights, it's not the most easiest thing to walk across, because it does wobble. You have to hold on. We went quite early on in the day, so we managed to get some quite decent photos with a lot of people in, but when we were walking back across it, it was so busy. So it's worth going on as early as you can get, really. So I'm actually going to use the back of a cut apart for this one, and I always feel like I'm cheating when I do this, but I like the colours on the back of the cut apart, because it's like this green sort of like tree effect, and I liked it because I wanted to put some journaling on this layout, but I didn't have, none of the cards had like a specific journaling part to it. So the card that I turned over, I didn't really get. It just says sorry over and over again. I didn't really understand it. So I thought I'll switch it and use the other side, and then just put some brown paper again so I can put some journaling on it. And I just used a little heart Canadian flag sticker to put in the middle, and some washi tape. And obviously I will be doing some journaling on that one. And then the final photo that's going to go next to that is going to be a large photo of Joe and I actually in front of the sign at the Capilano Suspension Bridge park. So we managed to get someone to take a photo of us, which was really nice. And everyone's so friendly in Canada. And I think it's one of those destinations where we went, at the Canadian Rockies, the scenery is so lovely that everyone wants photos of themselves in front of it. So everyone's really obliged to take photos of one another, which I think is really nice. So we never struggled to get a photo of us both, and I think this is one of the holidays that we've got the most amount of photos of each other and as both of us, so that's really good. So I'm just going to use the sticker that says True North, Strong and Free, because I thought that was quite cute, and also again the little red leaf sticker. So my title card is going to be this, obviously, well, it just works perfectly, is this Canadian Adventure cut apart. It's got a nice and out space, so I can obviously put my week dates on there. So obviously this is week 24. And I just keep it really simple. As I said, it works really nicely. It's got that nice gap, so I don't really need to do too much to it. So I'm just going to use my black Stays On ink to do those. And then that is pretty much everything for this part of the week. I do really struggle with doing travel layouts in my project life, because I want to print off a load of photos, but obviously I've got to restrict myself. But I've really enjoyed using some Canadian sort of style things, because I've got quite a few collections that are themed around Canada and or camping and outdoors, but we haven't actually been on many of those sort of holidays. So I've actually managed to get to use those. So the week after, week 25, obviously we were mainly in the Canadian Rockies, so we were able to do a lot of outdoor activities, and obviously the collections that have got mountains and camping and stuff like that in, I can actually use those. So that was really exciting. So I've been really looking forward to doing these Project Life pages and not being so stressed out with them. But I hope you've enjoyed this part of the week. I'd like to say my Canadian scrapbook will be coming shortly, but I just don't think it will be, because I'm very behind. But as I said all the time, I'm always behind. But I will be obviously on time with my Project Life. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll be back soon. Bye.